You know, because this is the trend, yeah?
I thought it was, and they got rid of the trend. I feel like you're behind the trend.
People don't do this anymore?
I don't think so.
For real? Since when?
Since you started doing it.
I killed it. I killed the trend. But look, I just want to, because these are over exaggerated, I just want to show how ridiculous it really does look. Let's stop this, okay? Let's stop this in 2020. By the way, this hoodie, okay, this hoodie is very cool, for one. She doesn't think so because of certain things. There's some things that I would change, obviously. My friend, though, Rack, he actually designed this logo back here. He actually made this sweater. He designed it. He put all of his input in there. It's kind of like distressed looking. It's got his signature.
There are definitely cool parts to it. It's just I would have modified other parts.
Yes, the thing that I don't like about it mostly is just that there's no pocket. There's no pouch. Now, I love the kangaroo pouch thing. I just love it. But look at this hood, though. Look at this hood. This hood is... I mean, I feel like fuck Anakin right now, bro. I'm about to go kill younglings. This looks sick. This is dope. Good job, Rack. And awesome. But these bad boys are back for the very first time. They got their own box too. It's like the Jordan 4 box, but they modified it to black it out. Isn't that kind of neat?
That is neat.
It's a little neat. And there are shoes here, by the way, in case you can't see them, because our set is black and so are these. But these right here are the Black Cat Air Jordan 4s, and they're back. These originally, I don't remember when they released, 2006-ish?
That sounds about right.
Something like that. It was these and the Pure Money 4s. The thing though is that both of them, I believe, I can't remember if they came out on the same day. I want to say that they did, but I really don't remember. There's a lot of things about releases that I do remember, and then there's a lot of things that I don't remember. So don't think I'm some kind of like extraordinary encyclopedia of random things about sneakers, because there's a ton of stuff that I still don't know. I love learning every day, and I like to talk about the stuff that I actually do know. And if I don't know things, please correct me. That's the thing. Like if you know more than I do about a certain subject, please correct me so that I can then add that to my Rolodex in my brain.
But do it without being a douche.
Even sometimes when they're being a douche, like it doesn't feel good, but at least I learned something. You know what I mean? But like in the back of my mind, I'm like, oh, what a dick. But the original release, I believe, released alongside the Pure Money 4s, and that shoe released not too long ago. It was when we first moved into Sacramento area, right? And that was one of the first videos that we recorded in here, but it was over there on a different set. And that shoe right there was almost identical to the original. They even said like Pure Money on the back. These don't say Black Cat though. And I'm pretty sure that they did. Maybe I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure that both the Black Cat and the Pure Money had the Black Cat and the Pure Money embroidered or whatever. Now, in addition to this, they actually had a pair of Jordan 3s, or a set of Jordan 3s that were the Pure Money 3s and the Black Cat 3s as well. Remember that? I had those 3s. That was my very first pair of 3s, was the all black joints. And I wore the shit out of them. Even though I don't like all black shoes anymore, at that time I was going through like a gothy stage. Remember that?
No.
No, I just wear all black everything all the time. You really don't remember?
I just know how good you look in a black shirt.
I still wear black all the time because it does look great. It just matches my skin tone. I love it. But the shoes are where I draw the line. From the ankles up, all black everything. Ankles down, a little bit of color. But I love the Air Jordan 3 pair. I always wanted the 4s, but they were really hard to get. These were the hard ones. Like they were like the dope shit, you know? And they still are. I'm really glad that they're releasing these just because I think that they're dope. And on top of that, they're getting this fucking shape right. The last time that I complained about this, right? I can't remember if it was the Black and Cement Jordan 4, where I was like, every release that they do, they tweak it a little bit so that they're getting closer and closer back to what they used to look like, right? And then in one of the videos, I think it was the What the 4s, where I was like, yo, they're almost there. And then in the Jordan 4 Winter, the toe rand was a little bit different. It was a little off. It was a little square, but still really low. So it didn't look super boxy, but it was still not quite the shape that it should have been. And in that video, I kind of complained, being like, hey, if Adidas can do this, because that's what I had used them as a reference, then Jordan Brand can do this too. And this one, this is like the best toe that they've done so far. It's not boxy. It's nice and sloped, right? This toe rand, it looks fantastic. It's the closest that they've gotten. They're this close, man. The next release might be perfect. Well, I mean, it's Jordan Brand, so it's probably not going to be, but it might be.
It'll be the right shape and the right textures, but it'll be like a color that none of you guys like.
This is fucking facts right here, man. She knows how it works. Anyways, the shape and the build on these things are fan-tastic. Hats off to everybody that worked on these. You guys killed it, man. I don't know who was on the team, but like whoever it was, good job. These are dope. It does make me jealous a little bit because this is not a colorway I'd go after. I really love the black cements. And my black cements look off, and these look so good. But just like the original release, we have the black Jumpman right there. No Nike Air, because this was a Jordan kind of like retro plus colorway way back in the day. Also, these originally came with posters. No posters on this one. Back logo right there, it's kind of got a shiny look to it. So does the little lace crowns or the nets. I don't know what they're called officially, but I've always thought that they look like crowns and basketball nets, so that's what I go with. And then you got kind of a glossy look to the netting as well. Otherwise, everything is a pretty matte black minus the midsole. The midsole does have that gloss as well. And the materials are synthetic nubuck. They feel good. They feel a little bit better actually than what they used on the black cements, which is only furthering my jealousy. I'm gonna end up with a pair of these. I'm sorry, babe. Just count that 190 as gone, okay? This pair right here is not my pair. I was just gonna do this for a review, but the more that I look at these, I'm like, son of a... Tech specs for the Air Jordan 4, just in case you haven't watched any of our previous Jordan 4 videos, includes a polyurethane midsole, visible air sole unit in the heel, and then in the forefoot there is another air sole unit. It's just encapsulated. You cannot see it, but it is there. There is no polyurethane insole with these, just Ortholite. So stepping comfort's gonna be okay, but they're not gonna be, in my opinion at least, as comfortable as something like an OG version of the shoe, which they actually provide now the polyurethane insoles like they used to come with. Something that they did tweak though is the tongue. The tongue is a little puffy.
It's very fluffy.
Yeah, it's not as thin as the last few releases and stuff, so it's kind of weird. They don't feel as tall either. Maybe they are and they're just tucked down. Maybe it's because it's all black, so maybe it like blends in or something, but for whatever reason, they're a little puffy. They still have the Jordan tag in there, the upside down one, because, you know, we've gone over this before, but just in case you missed it, people back in the day used to wear them like that. Everybody was trying to be different. The outsole is all black. Normally I would have that pan shot where they're right here on the reflective, you know, glass, and it would just pan and all that stuff, but it would just blend in. All you see is a white Jumpman right there. It's all black everything. Now, as far as sizing is concerned, I would go true to size with these guys. They fit perfectly. Retail, like I was saying earlier, is going to be $190 for an all black shoe, because a lot of people complain about the all white ones. They were pissed. I love the white ones.
Why were people upset?
Because they didn't feel like paying $190 for an all white shoe. And mine have yellowed because I wear the hell out of mine. They're still wearable, but they are ugly. Now, these guys, I'm curious. Are you willing to pay $190 for black shoes? Because people pay extra money to Nike ID, or now it's called Nike by You, but I'm always gonna call it Nike ID. People pay extra money on their basketball shoes because they can't wait for the all black ones to come out, even though they always come out with an all black one every year, just so that they can make a triple black pair, so that they can hoop in it. And you pay extra money for that. So are you still mad? Like, I wanna know. Is $190 for all black cool with you? Or is it like, nah man, I need some gray in there, some red, whatever, I don't know. Because when they charged $200 for the black cements, everybody was like, it. Are you a fan of all black shoes? Yes or no?
Well, no, I'm not. But I actually like these.
Dude, there's something about them, man. Every time I look at them, it's this toe shape. It's so perfect.
It's not that for me. It's that there's so many different shades of black, but they're not too different.
Normally you don't like that.
I know. I don't like that with these guys back here. I don't like it with the 12s and how it should be all a certain color and it's not. But with this...
Well, black, this gives it some depth.
Yes.
Some texture.
There's like a nice visual change.
I agree with that. And that's one of the things why maybe I gravitated towards the 3 a little bit more, even though these were harder to get. But the 3, they did have the elephant print and the lines were kind of like a really dark gray. It had that contrast. Dude, the laces, remember that? The laces were that same color too. They had the elephant print in the laces.
Okay, yeah, I was gonna ask.
I forgot about that. They did it on the white ones too. I had the Pure Money 3s when they had re-released them, but they had not re-released them as the Pure Money 3, even though it still had the stitching on the back, but they re-released them as the Silver Anniversary 3s. Remember that? They did the 3s, the 4s, the 9s, the 11s, and then there was a 2, but they didn't technically keep that in the pack. It was just white and reflective silver, but they didn't have the Silver Anniversary lining, which was like a quilted lining that you would see inside the 23s. I don't know why I know all this. It's so random.
Well, I just remember, and I don't even know, I feel like I was there, but I probably wasn't, but I swear you went somewhere where they did every single shoe and it was on display.
Yeah, that's at like the Nike Towns.
Okay. Okay, so then I have seen it. Like they have it in San Francisco.
Yes.
Okay.
They're still there.
Yes, but
they're
they
mad
didn't,
yellow.
They didn't release all of them.
No.
Right.
Yeah,
okay.
they should have.
Sometimes I hear stories so many times. I'm like, yeah, I was there, but no, I was definitely there for that.
Yeah, no, you've seen all the white ones and stuff, and those are even different than the release pairs.
Okay.
My Silver Anniversary video, there was like a lot of controversy because they didn't even stitch. They missed the whole stitch on the nylon, and I was pissed. And this is right when they were saying like, yeah, we want to earn up to whatever the billion was that they reached. This is a multi-billion-dollar a quarter.
Yeah.
Now company.
That's when you go hunting for, and I don't even think they put those in these shoes, but you know, on like certain garments, you'll have that QC number.
The quality control, they
Yeah.
put that in the box.
And you go like, I want this person found, they let the shoe through.
Well, the quality control on these is different. It's per like
I know.
10,000 or whatever it is. Like the numbers are different depending on like the shoe and the run. But they check a few pairs in every 10,000 and they're like, yeah, let them go.
Yeah.
You know, and then so
That's kind of a big deal. A whole.
no, it's a huge deal. But that's the thing though, is that when you have something like this, it's so mass produced. That's the funniest thing about today's like sneaker culture is like people don't really buy things unless they're limited. Nothing's truly limited. They're all mass produced. Otherwise, there's no money in it. So they stagger them. They restock. There's no such thing as a restock. You either release it or you hold it back. And all these retailers hold it back because otherwise you would only pay attention to the retailers once a month or whatever, like for the whatever that releases. So like if you start seeing Air Jordan 11 black and red restocks, they're not restocks, they're not remade. They keep them all in the back. I've seen that. I've seen it. I've seen the stacks. And it's not bullshit. Like I've seen it. Are you gonna cut all this out?
I don't know. It'll depend.
She just gave me the look. You can tell, okay? If you ever see this in a video, you know that you're about to like you missed something. Like it just flash forwards and because like I'm telling something or I'm saying something and all of a sudden she does this. Like she gives this look like holy shit, you're not supposed to say that. It's leaving. So you just gave me that look.
I have a tell.
Yeah, dude, I know everything about you.
You didn't know about those 13s.
That you didn't like them? I'm pretty sure you told me, but I just blocked it. But anyways, that pretty much takes care of these guys. Retail price is going to be $190. They're going to be available at all Jordan Brand retailers, including Phenom if you're local here in the Sacramento or Elk Grove area. Make sure to hit them up. They do phone orders as well if you were interested. And I think that is pretty much it. Anything else? Dude, these are sexy. I am ending up with a pair. I don't like black shoes.
If you guys watched the video where his brother was in it, you're gonna see the little box show up right here. Chris got asked to be his brother's best man for the wedding, and his #1 question was, can I wear Jordans? And Corey flat out was like, no.
And I'm gonna be like, yes.
Yeah, that was his thing. He's like, I think I need these for that.
Yeah, man, you can't say no to this.
So Corey,
nobody will notice.
Heads up.
Nobody
There's a
will
big
notice.
question coming your way.
Yeah, the only person that'll know is me because I'll be so comfortable while you guys are in your hard bottom shoes. Thank you so much for watching. Thanks for all the support. Let us know if you guys are grabbing these. And that's pretty much it. So thank you guys once again. And until next time, have a good one.